Hiya, how are you doing, Hinsters? Welcome back. It's nice to make this video. It's been a few months, 2 months or more, since my last video. So yeah, I hope you are keeping safe and well. And if you're new, welcome too. I go by Hinny here, and I am a spiritual astrologer, Hellenistic astrologer, and yes, I do readings, birth chart readings for first timers, for astro regulars, aficionados, all of you I can do readings for, and I do them via Zoom. I also sometimes do written readings via email or messenger, but I prefer live Zoom readings where we can get to talk more organically. And you can go to my website, hinny.com, for testimonials. And yeah, you can have a look around my channel here at YouTube. But how are you? It's Taurus season. By the way, please give this video a thumbs up if you want to support me and my channel. Thank you very much for those who have been supporting me here and in readings, those who have booked with me. I'm very grateful, and it's always a pleasure and an honor to read for you. So yeah, Taurus season. Taurus season. By the way, if you're a Taurus, I do readings for you with 50% off all Taurus season if you book with me. Taurus suns and also Taurus risings or Taurus ascendants, you get 50% off. So just look in the description below and you can find all the information if you'd like to book. But anyway, businessy stuff out the way. Here we are, slap bang in the middle of Beltane and Taurus season, the second step into the new astrological year. It's a feminine season. It's one of fixed earth, yet so frazzled by Uranus right now transiting Taurus, which is going to take a few yonks more because Uranus moves very slow. And also, thanks to the jazzing up of the recent new moon eclipse that we had in Taurus. So it's like a beautiful day, but you can't seem to find the right music that goes with that day. Or you've got the right music, but not the beautiful day, or something like that. Something contrary can be going on for many of us in many of our lives and spiritual experiences right now. You know, something restless or annoying prevails for many. And in a tiger year, which is what this year is, no less, there's even more pressure to pounce, which is even more uncomfortable for this typical Taurus energy that we're used to. And the pressure to chase prey and to make decisive decisions. Emphasis. We just want, I think, in Taurus season, a nice indulgence, a mud bath, a few days away, but we don't quite get it, and we shouldn't quite get it in a tiger year. We had the ox year, we had the necessary heads down cruise. Now it's the pounce, now it's the jump. And so for many of us, Aries season was a blast because it was a reflection, an indication, a confirmation of that pounce that we should be doing, that chase that we should be on. And the urgency then is too important. But it doesn't mean that there isn't valuable treasure to be had here. And also, as Pluto, right now as I film, and Mercury are starting to approach their full retrogrades, we would do well to do that sort of sweet Taurus thing and bite our lip, bat our eyelashes, and hold our tongue, and sort of let the rascals show themselves up. Not to enjoy people showing themselves up, but Although, by the way, Pluto is in Capricorn, so the Schadenfreude can be strong here. The spitefulness can creep up easily, but that's not the reason. The reason why we have to kind of bite our lip is because there's too much to be leaping after, too much to chase, to be distracted and derailed by that which doesn't even hold strong, or by those who don't even have stripes yet, who boast and pollute the air with their spiritual nastiness. So no, it's best now to be in your happy place and to play that na 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 and to be like as Luna as possible, while quite strangely also being as solar as possible, like this cat ready to pounce, but a deadly quiet cat, super silent. And this Taurus season, it's like being in a beautiful meadow again, all the flowers. And, we feel already with Mercury in Gemini, little stirrings of Gemini season, the birds and the bees, but like this beautiful meadow of flowers. And you just want to enjoy the sweet breeze. But some crazily unexpected fool raises their head above the flower heads, and they start parading their opinions, very stuck in the mud opinions that were not solicited. Stubborn and quite silly, really, opinions. But also, we need to beware how much we say as well, as tigers are like all around. and our unharmonious tongues quickly get people locked out of spiritually rich pastures. We are dealing with impatient Hierophant type stuff here, type spirit guides, type archetypes, ancestors who don't have much patience with us if we're not sticking to the chase, if we are holding up pretenses, if we are protecting our vulnerable selves with these silly opinions. And we want to get to those rich pastures, right? But anyway, quite simply, it's better to be nice, right, in Taurus season. But it's not at all as easy this year as it usually is in a run-of-the-mill Taurus season. It's a nice opportunity, though, I think, to escape drama, if you can, and to find that nice slice of cake, or to go on that spontaneous walk with your loved one, and to gently have those necessary talks. And these can be talks through words or otherwise. Interestingly, I find that this Taurus season is particularly strong in its simple seriousness and simple sensuousness, simply knowing things communicated through a whole array of languages. That's a very Taurian thing. And that this classically Taurian thing, this vibe, can be more accessed the quieter we are. And Taurus has always, I think, been about control. But because this is a Venusian temple that we're in, we don't automatically see this. So the illuminations of this can be quite Venusian. The sun going through Taurus, right? But we may now be experiencing how we are being controlled, but oddly relishing in this whenever we can find a way to also benefit ourselves, or whenever we can also find a treasure or a value in that being used, if that makes sense. This is the Tiger year out of the Ox year. That knowing of being used or being useful and sticking around to discover how you too can gain. And for many, these gains are purely selfish and material, and that's no judgment. And for others, these gains can be more sort of deep, more reflective, maybe even life-changing. For some, with Uranus here and with the new moon eclipse energy, which has helped or will help electrify the flowers and the grasses of this wild new field that we are in. And as is often the case in Taurus season, our voice becomes important. And I mean voice literally, spiritually, or in all the ways. For some, it's about projecting our voice. For others, softening our voice. And for others, it's about finding our voice. And in Taurus season, it's one of those seasons where our literal bodies always have this. Remember, it's an earth season as well. So things get very literal, very in your face. And our literal bodies have these funny, simple ways of telling us where and when we're full of shit. Pardon my French, but like where we're full of shit. And so look out for things like catching colds and sore throats and prolonged ailments and ruts of exhaustion as well. Like just feeling like you've been blasted into the ground, that kind of exhaustion. And sometimes when we have too much to say or too little to say, we are forced to shut up or forced to spit it out. And we can also be quite humbled by people or situations at this time. We can see the softer sides of other people or other situations at this time. We can find the peace with the situation. We can see the talents as well of other people, recognize. It's like giving people their flowers. My friend Leah, I don't know if she's watching, but my friend Leah, she used this phrase a couple of years ago, I think now, and I really like it, but giving people their flowers, you know, which is to say you might not like that person or that situation, but if you're to be pure and simple and deadly honest with yourself and with life and spirit, you should be able to recognize that other person's qualities as well, that other person's talents. Again, even if you hate them. But yeah, we can recognize talents of others. And we can also get very annoyed by other people's stupidity. That's a classical Taurian joy, rolling of the eyes at people and their behaviors, their quirks. But it's mostly kept inside. Although some of us will be flying off the handle and will have to do some awkward sort of backup dancing when Gemini season comes around. And also sometimes we fail to see our own stupidity, right? The stupidity of letting someone or something so small bug us when this simple little soup or mug of tea or glass of wine or this simple little book could be all we need to just forget about them and the creepiness of other people's behaviors, which is kind of like fumes from a car, right? Or like, I don't know, like the film of sweat you get on a hot day that you can just get rid of so easily when you get home into your own abode, and just forget about that and forget about that, again, that creepiness of other people's behaviors and how we respond to them with our own kind of creepiness. And we start to form this possessive, obsessive. Taurus is one of the dark seasons of the year. It's one of the feminine dark seasons of the year. We get into these embroilments, these entanglements, like Scorpio season, like Virgo season, Pisces season. We get into these symbiotic things so easily. And we could avoid this so easily if we just focus on like the simple things and how the simple things help us escape that creepiness that can come out sometimes in Taurus season. And I think to finish, sometimes it's like a cow or a bull and swatting away the flies with its tail, right? It's the done thing. But we don't need, because of the flies, to start running around the field manically. We can be still in a whirl. We can find joy and have a sweet, genuine sort of smile for the situation, the hilarity and the obscurity of it all. And it is, I think, this Taurus season, the embracing of little storms in little teacups. So, yeah, happy Taurus season. Let me know in the comments, especially if you're a Taurus rising or where you have Taurus in your birth chart. Let's talk in the comments, and I look forward to seeing you in another video very soon. I love you very much. Take care. All the best. Bye-bye.